Hey Maniacs, I'm Lzzy Hale from Halestorm, and I'm going to be going through some of my favorite things, so stay tuned. All right, so first and foremost, I love Explorers. This is my signature Epiphone Explorer. It was very important for me to just be representing this amazing hard rock shape. It was also important for me to have this alpine finish so that even if you're in the nosebleed section in the arena, you can see it, and it becomes just such a part of the rock and roll legacy, you know, that happens when, you know, you're performing live. It's just a part of the show. Rosewood neck, I use classic 57s. It's one of those beautiful situations where I'm able to be on stage as a girl and kind of look out while playing this guitar at all of these girls that are strumming along, and I hear from some people that, you know, oh, I got my first guitar for Christmas and I'm learning some of your songs, and what an amazing thing to be a part of, as almost passing the torch onto these girls and proving to them that, you know, hey, if I can do it, so can you. So some of the gear that I use on stage, as far as pedal-wise, I use a claw and distortion pedal. I also have a Boss tuner because that is my absolute favorite pedal. It's the automatic make everything better pedal. And also I use a Jerry Cantrell wah and a Marshall JCM 800. Something else that's very important to me is being kind of a minimalist on stage because it gives me more freedom to be less dependent on my gear and more dependent on going from brain to fingers. A little bit about me and the way I play. I approach guitar so much differently than any other guitar player I've met, and I used to be embarrassed by that or think that I wasn't a real guitar player because I didn't think about the guitar the way everybody else did because of how I grew up. I started on piano first, so when I got my first guitar, how I learned how to play guitar and where everything was on the fretboard was literally me going like this. Okay, that's there, da-na-na, E, that's A, and just kind of get myself familiar with it. Another thing about me is that I'm kind of a singer first, so every melody that I write, every lead that I write, I kind of have to write as a vocalist, and one of my favorite things to do is, if I'm writing a melody, like say for one of our songs called I Miss the Misery, I would have this melody in my head. Oh! You know, so, and then I will harmonize to it with the guitar. Oh! Oh! As far as rhythm goes, the first song that I wrote on guitar, really, when I was 17 for Halestorm was called It's Not You. I didn't know the right or wrong way to do this, but I stumbled upon this kind of slap technique with my left hand. And I do believe that that's because my anchor on piano was always my left hand. So it's kind of, you're thinking about it a little opposite. But there's this riff that I end up using this technique on for It's Not You. So you're not really doing like that, you're slapping it just for the rhythmic sake. So yeah, either as fast or as slow as you want it. I'm very proud to be a girl playing guitar and be playing live now in this band for 22 years. I'm with the same 4 members, my best friends, for over 16 years now. I think part of my job is to represent rock and roll, but also represent for all the little girls that I get to see every single night. Don't let anybody ever tell you what you can't do.